Hey guys, welcome to the most interactive overtime sports show. It's the overtime sports show. I'm AV. He is Memorial Day. G-Man in the building. What's up, fam?
G-Man 97.9 The Box. Of course, Magic 102.1. Playoff time. And we got
Yes, sir.
to talk about today, man. So,
man, listen. These fans have been acting out of control, but before we do that, I know you had a special event that happened today in your fam. So you got a lot of graduation season going on, babe. So get into that before we get into this.
Hey, my last one. It's just hard to believe that after 20-something years, I don't have to drop off no more kids at school. I'm done. Waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:45, drop me off at school. I'm done. But I will say this, man. A blessing, man. We were at our graduation today, and it started raining, and the principal's like, "We're gonna go ahead and stop it." And they're like, "No, keep it going."
Yeah,
so we were out there in the rain, soaking wet. At the very end, man, the passenger superintendent said she wanted to bring somebody up as a special guest. It was a guy from San Diego College, and he came up there and he said, "Hey, man, I just want to let y'all know that a special donor, anonymous." He's paying for every single one of y'all's college for the next 3 years.
Wow.
That, man. So
yeah. That's deep.
I'm like, there's 700 kids that graduated. I mean, not everybody's going to San Jack. I mean, some are going to scholarships or going to other schools. But man, for him to say an anonymous donor,
3 years
college at San Jacinto College. So,
man.
I mean, I was trying to do the math on it. I mean, I never had my kids gone to San Diego before. I'm thinking, let's just say it's an average of $5,000 a year. I'm just saying, 700 kids, that's like $3.5 million a year.
Yeah, that's a nice blessing. That's a nice blessing. So, man, let me just say congratulations to you. Appreciate everybody, Jenny, Amy, checking in. Appreciate you guys. Derek, I see you. I know he want to jump into noise talking. But listen, share, and comment. It's an interactive sports show. We talk about what's happening in H-Town, but we want your thoughts and opinions on everything we talk about. So hopefully you're not driving right now and watching us, but if you're at a position where you are stable and stop, you can text and, of course, post your comments on it. Let's jump into the NBA. It's playoff time, homie.
Yeah, before you get started, it's all brought to you by Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. But I told you last week, you laughed at me. I said, I think the Mavericks got a shot with the Clippers. You said, no way, no how.
Yeah, I apologize. I got to apologize to you and to Derek. I know Derek, he's a big Dallas fan. He couldn't wait. Look at it. First comments, how about the Mavericks? He's been waiting on this, looking for a sweep. But then I thought about something, G-Man. You got to remember when the Clippers were up on the Rockets and we came back and beat the Clippers have a bad history. Yeah, they have a bad history in the playoffs, man. Never count on the Clippers.
You know, Kawhi had 40-something points, but it wasn't enough. Luka, I'm telling you, man, I think this kid is going to be a 1, 2, maybe a 3-time MVP in the future, man. He's definitely got the skills for being 21 years old, 22, whatever. I don't even think he's 22 yet. I mean,
no, young boy. 30 points, both games. I mean, when you scoring 30 a night and then they're at home tonight. But listen, I'm going to be the guy that I am, and I'm going to pick the Clippers to win tonight.
Wow. I'm going with the Mavericks, man. At home, they got the the Clippers ain't got nothing really to lose but to go out and play hard. But if the Mavericks go up 3-0, man, I'm going to tell you right now, you go ahead and throw the towel in, man.
Yeah, and I was
3-0 is the Rockets came back from 3-1, but still.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think, like at this point, I think Dallas is probably going to win it. But, the Clippers are doing what the Clippers normally do. And speaking of normally do, man, I'm watching the Brooklyn Nets game, man. Brooklyn they all of a sudden have turned it on, man. And I don't know if it's the fact that Boston is just like they almost disconnected, just not really into the moment of the playoffs. But, man, Brooklyn has gone to another level.
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn – that's what we're waiting for. I think Steve Nash had said, you know what, we're probably not going to be all at 100% to the playoffs get here. And it looks like they are, man. So it looks like we're going to be seeing it could be a big three. I'm talking about the Nets. I'm talking about the 76ers and the Bucks.
Yeah. I mean, 76ers, speaking of, they just running right through the Washington Wizards, 120-95. And they're up 2-0 on that. So that's not even a series. Philadelphia will definitely move on to the next round. What happened with Utah and Memphis? It's like no defense. I thought usually when you get to the playoffs, it's about defense. But 141 to 129, the series, of course, is tied at a game apiece. Jay Morant, I'm like, what's going on, man? It's 141 to 129.
Are you gonna let me do the show or not? Am I gonna let me do the show or not? He wants to be up in the mix. Can you get that? He ain't seen me since this morning. So he's all excited.
Is he like a Dallas Mavericks fan?
Oh,
like he may be a Dallas Mavericks fan.
You know,
but yeah,
it's unfortunate that, you know, a lot of these great playoff games and playoff performances are being, you know, interrupted by racism.
Yeah.
You know, spitting on players, throwing popcorn on players. You know, I mean, come on, man. We gotta be better than that.
Yep.
Man. Come on,
you know,
you can't spit on a man like that's disrespectful, man. You can't spit on so young if you're in New York like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, New York fans are rowdy fans, and we know that the challenges that come when you play in the Big Apple, even if you play for New York, if you underperform, you know, they're going to give you much trouble. But thanks to the NBA, of course, the Knicks banned the fan for spitting on Trae Young. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. You know, they did good. One game, of course, Julius Randle and the Knicks woke up in game 2 with Derrick Rose, who's making a major impact. And so the series is tied. I still think Atlanta has a chance to escape with that game. But the Knicks banned the fan for spitting on Trae Young. The 76ers had to ban the fan who dumped popcorn on Russell Westbrook, who was leaving the game due to an injury. And Russell was about to go in the stands and lay hands like what's our boy name back in the days?
Oh, that, world peace.
Yeah, world metal peace. Yeah, he was about to go in the stands and lay hands on him. And, of course, they banned him. His season tickets were revoked on that. And then the Jazz had to ban 3 fans over verbal altercation, which racism geared toward one of the Memphis players, Jay Morant, whose family was actually at the game and heard the words that were exchanged. And, you know, it was just words of racism. So we got popcorn, spit, and racism all in the NBA playoffs. Which
you're thinking a year in which you know, we went through with George Floyd, that, you know, people kind of wake up and, you know, but man, it just every time I tell myself we're turning the corner, man, it's like we don't, you know, and I don't understand it, man. I wish it was always gone, but we're gonna have them people there. And it's just it's unfortunate, man. It overshadows great games.
Yeah, and I love that the commission of the NBA is tightening up, you know, on their rules and banning these guys. It's a fun fact. Like we said, Vernon Maxwell, our boy, only got suspended 10 games for beating up a fan. You know, Vernon Maxwell back in the game, that was a time in the NBA where they could lay hands on people, for real. Lay hands on each other
every night.
Yeah, you know, this NBA is a little bit more tentative and salt. But, you know, back in those days, Ron Artest would go into the stands, him and Steven, they go into the stands and have a brawl if any fans spitting or talking on them. But we know that's part of the game. Fans are going to do that. They're going to talk trash. But at the same time, you and I know, because we covered the league, that there are protocols that you have to follow. You can say what you want to say from the stands, but there's certain things you can't do.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Makiba. She said we can't even, you know, owners are. It's just sad, man. Like I said, I wish. I can't wait for the day. I mean, I don't even know if that will ever happen.
Yeah.
Where we could just all be one, you know, play sport, go enjoy the game. Yeah. You know, you pay for a ticket, but that don't give you the right to spit on somebody and call them names, and don't give. I mean, it tells you that on the ticket. I mean, you know, it doesn't give you the right because you bought a ticket, man. It's just a sad day for me. I'm just not down with that, man. I've never been.
Yeah. Want to shout out to Jordan Clarkson and, of course, Knicks Julius Randle. He won the most improved award in the NBA, and of course, Jordan Clarkson won the NBA 6-man awards. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the playoffs, which will continue this weekend. The Lakers are rolling. You know, Chris Paul injured again, which is the norm for him in the playoffs, and I'm looking forward to seeing these next games. So it's going to be good. That's our NBA Minute.
Yep, NBA Minute brought to you by Hennessy. The spirit of the NBA never stopped, never settles. So shout out to them for doing big things. Matter of fact, Hennessy's doing something big with us on 97 on the Box for Father's Day. So make sure you tune in and find out how you can hook your dad up with some Hennessy and some swag and some dinero.
Yes, sir. We're doing it as well on Magic 102. So it's a lot of love going across the Urban One family. Thanks to our friends at Hennessy. Well, Derek, I know you like this. OTAs have kicked off, and the Cowboys wrapped up their first week of OTAs. No news there to speak about the Cowboys. Nothing good that we want to speak about. So we'll just skip right over that. Yeah, just skip right over that. No need to. But the Texans have finished their first week of OTAs as well. And the question was asked, where is Deshaun Watson? David Culley says, nothing new about Deshaun.
Yeah, well, right now, although it's not mandatory, but I've had a lot of friends in the league in NFL say when they say voluntary, it really means mandatory.
Yeah, you better be there.
Yeah, you better be there, especially for these young cats who are trying to make the team. Oh, you best better be there. It says voluntary, but no, it's really mandatory. Yeah. But I know coming up next month when the mini camps come, that's they got to be there, man. But I know Derek is a Cowboy fan. Real quick, my nephew who's in the Valley.
Yeah,
he sent me a picture of this on Tuesday. He said my quarterback Dak Prescott is ready. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh Lord. So let me see. Hey G, who do you have? Who do you have more confidence in, G? Tyrod Taylor or Dak Prescott?
I'm not going to be a hater, man. I got to say, if I had to choose between the two, I got to go with Dak all day. But
yeah, I know. Yeah.
If I had to choose between Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson, give me DW4.
Yeah. They said that he probably won't have a deposition until 2022. So really, we can just kind of wipe out this season for Deshaun Watson. You won't see him on the field, even though he reiterated again when asked that he was not going to play for the Texans this season. And he still wants to be traded. But they did say, his deposition probably won't come up, may start in September, but really he won't be deposed until February of 2022. So don't look forward to seeing him and just kind of deal with it. All right, I'm going to be fair, G-Man. I'm going to be fair. I got some Cowboy news. Cecilia, I got some Cowboy news. Derek, I got some Cowboy news that I want to share with you Cowboy fans. This past week, Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones shut down any rumors of becoming a Dallas Cowboy.
That would have been a good move, I thought, man. I thought that was a good move. I think I think that would have been a good move, but I don't even know where he wants to go. I know there was one team that have offered a first round pick so far. They didn't say who it was, but if you're Atlanta, are you gonna send him somewhere to where his wish is at, or are you gonna send him to the bottom of the barrel somewhere like the Texans?
Well, listen, at this rate, I want value. If I'm gonna trade you, I want value. Yeah, Derek, y'all need him. I know you say you don't need him, but the Cowboys definitely need Julio. You need Julio, and he would be a big asset. Listen, D-Hop with Arizona was calling for him. He want Julio to come to Arizona. That would be a nice pairing to see him and Hopkins together.
Oh man, that I know they have obviously Hopkins, but they got another. Who's the other receiver they got there? I know they got another receiver that's pretty good. But I mean, you put Julio Jones, and right there you got a 1-2 already. Yeah, they got. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see, man, these next couple of weeks. Training camp coming up in the end of July, beginning of August, so we're not that far away, man. So Aaron Rodgers he's in Hawaii right now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
still want to be traded, but he's like he basically put it to a showdown between him and the GM. He's like, hey man, either get rid of the GM or trade me. And if I'm like Green Bay, it's like I'm not trading Aaron. I'm not trading you, Rodgers. You under contract, man. I'm gonna hold on to you as long as I can, or at least I've got to get maximum value for you. I'm just not giving up players in 2021.
2024 on his contract, like that, right?
Yeah. So I know you have problems with the GM. We all got problems with people in leadership, but at the same time, I want you to honor this contract. I want to be able to get maximum value. And kicker Adam Ventura says he's finally going to retire. Man, he's like, what, 44 years old? And, of course, won 3 Super Bowl titles with New England. Yeah, kick it. You can have a long life, kick it.
I do know what today is. I know what today is. We can't say that on here. But it's a Friday. It's the F word that rhymes with Friday. Well, it don't rhyme with it, but it goes with Friday.
No, we're not trying to do that. We definitely not trying to do that. Man, listen, how did you enjoy the series with the Astros and the Dodgers, even though they split a game? We have the back end of our bullpen. We got a lot of challenges with that, but we were able to come back in the second game and win. So I definitely like the fact that we stood kind of toe-to-toe with the Dodgers.
Yeah, that first game, come on, man. The way Kershaw was pitching that first game, You could have had Barry Bonds and Willie Mays and everything that went line up, and we probably wouldn't have been anything. He was just on it that one night. And then last night, Garcia really surprised me. I know he's been pitching good. Really surprised me. We're still missing Framber Valdez. Wait for him to come back. Verlander will be gone. I mean, so I like our channel. I like the way we look. I think our bats kind of a little bit woke up last night, and hopefully they can get back on another run, man. So
Alvarez, tell her cut that out. You be out of control. See, we trying to do a real sports show. We'll cut that out. But Alvarez, he was out. Brantley was out. Brantley's probably headed to the IR. And Dusty Baker just said a couple of hours ago that Valdez is coming back to the lineup. So that's a good thing for us that he's going to be back with us because we're taking on the league leading Pirates starting with the 3-game homestand tonight. The Padres, rather. We're taking on the Padres with 3-game homestand. So I'm excited about that tonight. And we had a fight at the Astros game with the Dodgers series. Man.
The sad part about that fight of the Astros game, bro, is that there was a little girl sitting right there watching her daddy punching the dude, and then the mama trying to intervene, not even looking at the girl. I mean, the baby. I would have said, you know what? Hold up. Come on, man. I mean, but 3 have been cited, and that dude was putting some haymakers on that dude.
He put some haymakers. I wanted him to say, listen, take the Astros shirt off, man. You get beat up right now, bro. Yeah, you and your friend getting beat up, and of course, they were suspended, not suspended, but they were banned from the Astros games for a whole year. So listen, they're not playing with you when you go to these games. I just want to tell you, if you get into an altercation or if you do something to the players, don't expect to come back for a whole year, maybe even longer, depending on what you do. It's not a good thing. So y'all cut that out and stop fighting. It's Memorial Day weekend. Just relax. And then finally, man, Tiger Woods came out this week to say that after that car crash, the rehab is the most painful thing that he's ever had to deal with.
I can imagine, bro. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, when you break your leg and then they say it was compound fracture where your bone came out your skin. Yeah. I mean, I can't even imagine what kind of pain that was. What up, Vivo? Yeah. I can't imagine what kind of pain that is, man. And in the rehab, trying to walk on it, knowing that bone, I couldn't, man. I'm sorry. I couldn't go and put me to sleep for 2 months.
Yeah, just want to get back to walking, as he said. That's the number one goal because, they keep asking him, what do you think about getting back playing golf? And he's like, first thing, I just want to be able to walk on my own. I'm not even thinking about golf. I'm thinking about walking on my own. So let me do that first. And we wish Tiger well, man, hopefully on this rehab. Listen, we got through everything tonight that we needed to do and talk about. Just like that, I just want to tell you guys again, stop spitting, stop using racist words. Stop throwing popcorn on people and stop getting beat up in your own home stadium. That's the word for this Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe and don't get beat up.
And before we do go, I do want to say something, man. Mental health issues in this country is a big problem, man. So people who have mental health, man, reach out to them. Like I said, I'm wearing my Texas gear today because I'm about to go to a funeral. A friend of mine, was dealing with some stuff and decided to, in his life. So, mental health is a big issue in this world, man. When people feeling depressed, man, you try to reach out to help people out, man, and get the help you need. Or if you are somebody that's dealing with, depression and mental health, man, there's help out there for you, man, for real.
Yeah. And we talk about it all the time, man. Check on your people. Have real conversations. We're so used to texting and we're so used to this small amount of communicating with each other that we never listen to people's voices, get face to face with each other anymore, to really look in a person's eye and see what's going on with you. We need to get back to the days where our parents used to probe into you to find out what's going on with you, because we're in a time where there's a lot of pressure. We're under a lot of pressure in this season, and the mind, imagination, and the thought life can get away from you sometime to thinking that taking your life is better than living this life. But if you just actually, man, get counseling. I know a lot of time people, they feel like that's a taboo word, but counseling is a vital thing that we need, man. When you get into those rough moments in life, friendship is valuable. So, talk it out, man. We got to continue to talk it out and look out for each other. So what you got? What else you got going on this weekend, man?
And tomorrow I'm going to finish working on my backyard. I've been working on it the last 3 days. I'm going to knock that out. Chill, maybe watch some boxing. Devin Haney's fighting tomorrow night. Watch that. And then Sunday, I have a show at Rise Rooftop with some old school freestyle artists, so I'm gonna go do that. And yeah, man. So just take care of yourself, man. And you know, if you're ever feeling down, you talk to somebody, man. I'm always here. You can hit me up, GN979, Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub, Tinder, all that. I'm on all that.
Lord have mercy. This boy will throw that porn. Listen, Faith to Fame with AV. I'm on Magic 102 as well. You guys talk to us anytime. We show love and we don't mind, you know, being a springboard and a counselor and advisor as well, to just kind of motivate you and help you. We're going to pull out the pit tomorrow, do some barbecues, Memorial Day weekend. We got mixes on 97.9 The Box and Magic 102.1 all weekend long. So you guys tune in, get the app, get the Box app, 97.9 The Box app, get the Magic with a J 102 app, download and support your home team. Gee, man, it's time to get out of here, man. That's it for the Overtime Sports Show Memorial Weekend edition. We got to go, y'all.
We are out.